All right, you guys, I went to Target like I promised and I made a video for you, so you're gonna see that in just a second. But I skipped over a couple of things in the video, so I wanna talk about them now. The first thing you do when you get to Target is walk straight past that dollar section. You know, right at the beginning where they have all that cheap stuff? Walk right past that. All of that stuff is made in China. It is junk, it's gonna break, it's worthless, and it's expensive because it's worthless junk that's gonna break. So you're gonna spend your money on something that's gonna break. So don't do that. Just walk right by it and start checking labels. Just get in the habit. Every time you pick something up, flip it over and see where it's made. They usually have that right below the scan bar thing. So just flip things over and see where they're made. All right, the next thing I want you to do next time you go to Target is buy yourself a reusable coffee mug. I don't care where this thing is made. Just get yourself a reusable coffee mug, and every time you go to Starbucks, you use your mug. It's gonna change your life. You're instantly gonna feel like a better person. You're gonna do good things in the world, you're gonna feel good, and you're gonna reduce waste and consumption. So get yourself a reusable coffee mug. I think I've had mine for like 5 years. They last forever. I like the metal ones better because they don't pick up any taste from the plastic. So you don't want a plastic one. Get a metal one and enjoy it. Decorate it if you want. Pick one that you really love and just use the heck out of that thing every day. All right, let's get to the video. All right, we're in the cleaning aisle and it smells intense in here. Oh my gosh, like it's overwhelming. So I wanted to point out some of the other kind of cleaners that you can get, and these are some of my favorites because they're not tested on animals and they're biodegradable, and a lot of this other junk on this side is not so biodegradable. And that stuff is tested on animals, and I'm not even going to tell you what that means because it's horrible. Okay, so some of them like Myers and Method, they smell really good, but you can check the back and you'll see the dancing bunny, and that means that it's not tested on the animals. And then they just list some of the other things. And buy the biggest one you can find and then reuse it and refill it. So a lot of times you can get like a cleaner like this, and then you can get a huge refill bottle and just refill it, and you'll save a lot of money that way, and it saves a lot of waste too. So check those kind of options out and just kind of have some standards when you're shopping. This stuff, Myers and 7th generation Method, those kind of really good for not testing on animals and just being more environmentally friendly. All right, you guys, instead of buying sandwich bags over and over and over again that are disposable, so-called, get yourself some reusable containers. So this one is huge. We use this for leftovers, any kind of leftovers goes in here. This will be about three or four more meals in here. And then you can get these little cups for smaller snacks, or like applesauce, or little cut up fruit, or chips even, or carrots can go in stuff like this instead of going in a sandwich bag. And then, so those are kind of disposable, like not that big of a deal if they break. And then these ones are nice for storing more stuff, or maybe soup that you want to send to school with your kids, or yourself, take it to work in one of these. Now, if you're going to be heating something up, you want to have a glass container, but these are nice for storage, and then you can dump it in. These are BPA free, so these are good. Really heavy plastic. It is made in China. Oh, this one's made in the US, so that's good. Bonus, made in the US. Let's see where these are made. Made in China. All right, keep those jobs in the US by buying reusable containers. Now this one, this is my favorite thing. This is huge, huge container for storage. And then all of these are good for leftovers. And then it includes some of this size for smaller leftovers and for lunches. So awesome stuff. No more disposable one-use things. Get yourself some reuse stuff. All right, you guys. I can't even believe this aisle exists. It's blowing my mind. You get individually prepackaged chips and pretzels. You're in charge of your life, you guys. Buy yourself some reusable containers and get a big bag of pretzels and then put how much you want in a container. And then you're in control and nobody's telling you how much you're allowed to eat. Put the handful in there and then you get to eat whatever you want. Are you kidding me with this? Look at this stuff. These chips, this is so wasteful. It's a waste of money. And these single wrap things, like you don't get to decide how many chips you get. They're deciding for you. So get yourself the bag of chips that you want and reusable containers, because these are going to get crunched and flattened and squished and crumbled. But if you get that reusable container, even if something falls on it, your chips are not going to crumble. Okay. Have we calmed me down about this? You guys can buy big bags of the food you want and put it in small containers. Okay. All right behind me is bottled water. That is my enemy of the world. And here's why. There's so many reasons. First of all, the plastic. It takes a lot of water to actually make that plastic bottle. And then even if you recycle it, it takes a lot of water to recycle. And there's a water shortage. A lot of people don't even have enough water to drink. And then we're using water to make bottles that we use one time and then get rid of. So that's a problem, first of all. But then it kind of sets up a psychology that things are easy and that you can just take whatever you want and then throw it away. And I think we need to be more conscious and more responsible for our consumption and the waste that we produce. So bottled water makes us feel like everything gets handed to us and it's easy and it's clear and beautiful and everything's wonderful, instead of being responsible for ourselves and making good choices for what we want to represent and what we want to do in the world. So I like to have a reusable bottle. I have it with me all the time. This is a glass one. There's metal ones. The metal ones are my favorite. Those sip bottles that you've seen, or Swell, either one, Sip by Swell, those actually really work. So they keep your cold drinks cold and they keep your hot drinks hot. And it doesn't matter what the outside of it feels like. The water is whatever temperature it is when you put it in. Any kind of drink. It's so awesome. So that's a perfect Christmas gift or birthday gift or Happy Tuesday gift, whatever. Give those bottles to people. Buy one for yourself. It's amazing. And no more bottled water. That stuff is junk. And you know, honestly, bottled water is someone else's tap water. There's nothing special about it. If you think there are this many springs, natural springs in the world, no, there aren't. That stuff is someone else's tap water. They just get municipal water, they put it in a clear bottle, and they sell it to you. And it started because healthy people like me aren't drinking pop. So the pop companies are like, how can we get their money? They're not drinking our pop. So they put water in a plastic bottle and it looks clean and refreshing. But seriously, get a bottle for yourself, use a Brita or some kind of water filter, and you get your own water. So much cheaper, and it's more responsible and environmentally friendly, and you can feel good about the water that you drink. And it doesn't taste like pond water. Because if you leave that plastic bottle in your car after a while, it tastes like pond water. You gotta be honest. So keep it in a clear, like a glass or metal bottle, and it'll taste fresh like water all the time. Okay, bye.